We are bursting balloons. Hey, 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 hey. I'm on vacation. Come here. Cause I love my occupation. Let's see. 312. 312. 312. 312. 312. 312. Where is that page? 312. See? So bust balloons. You are given n balloons index 0 to n minus 1. Each balloon is painted with a number on it, represent array nums. Bust all the balloons. If balloon I is burst, you'll get nums of I minus 1 into nums of I into nums of I plus 1 coins. Okay. If I burst, let's say, first balloon, I'll get 3 into 1 into 5 coins. So, like, yeah, if I burst one balloon, balloon number 1 on index 1, uh, if I minus 1 and I goes out of point, then treat as if the balloon with a 1 painted on it. So if it is out of bounds, then instead of this, multiply by 1. So if this is I is 0, then it would be this whole expression would be 1. Cool. So what can we do? Okay, so this is how dynamic programming works. Uh, you go to a balloon. If you can burst it, burst it. Uh, you can decide to burst it, or you can decide to not burst it. Okay. And you store the answer. Now, for both the cases, so these are the two cases for each balloon. If you can burst it or you cannot. You you will burst it or you will not, and that's what we are going to do. And we get the answers for all of them, and then we'll see. So okay, solve of I. Is there anything else I want? No, I think that's it. I want solve of I if I and number of balloons that are burst. Do I want that? Order matters here. Order matters. At the end, I want to burst all the balloons. This is actually difficult. I can't think how I'll do it. Let's say I'm on three. Okay, I can either burst it in this round or burst it in another round. Okay, let's say I burst it in this round 158. Okay, okay, I think I can run a loop. So I think I can also make a vector of burst, vector called burst, and if burst of I, how will this work? So I am on this position I. Okay, now I run a loop and I burst, run a loop. Let's say I burst this. So let's ex let's try to draw this. 3158. 3 1. Okay, now I have I equals to, what if I don't take a value I? I just use solve. Okay, I use solve. Now I starts from 0 and let's say I burst, so 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, so none of them are burst right now. Now one case I run a loop through this uh for every solve function. So this is solve. Okay, So I decide to not burst this three first thing. So decide to not burst, nothing happens. Cool. Here, I decide to burst three. If I decide to burst three, then I will have this state one. In the same, I decide then for one also I decide to not burst one. So that will be this. But if I decide to burst one, that'll be this. So instead of this loop, if I take a value I and I say I decide to burst this, so I move I ahead. Okay, and I don't decide to burst this, then also I move an I ahead. What will be the problem with that? Is there any problem? The problem is I'll have numbers that are not burst. With this, the benefit is that I'll get the answer. So right now one is burst. Like answer is 1538, I guess. 15 or 838. Let's see what was the answer. 1538. Yeah. So with this, the benefit is that one, then five, then in five, I'll have three, the right side of three, and then the right side of eight. So that will give me the answer. Okay. But if I don't want that loop to happen, how can I do that? If I want to take that loop into the stack only. Hmm. So, one, one, 3158, 315. So, what do I do? 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 Hmm. In both ways, I don't think I can achieve memorization. Just a problem. Ah, today only I was bragging. We take CSE from one of the top schools in here. Ah, I feel like he's mocking me. Why does he want? Why he might be just asking. Could be both. Was must follow. Uh, anyways, I should represent myself better. I think I've done a good job representing myself. Okay. Oh, how's the output 10 here? It should be 5 plus 1. 1 into 5. 1. Okay, 1 into 5 into 1 and then 5. So cool. Why does he ask? 3158. 3158. I don't understand how will I do this. So this is one way where I make a loop for all of them, and every time I decide to choose or not choose, and then make loops. But I think what is the constraint? Let me see. Uh, okay, I don't think I'll get TLE. I think I can do this. 300, 300 square. I think that will be sufficient. I think we can do it without TLE. Let's try this. So solve now, because this will at least give me some repeated subproblems and I can figure out the a way to memorize it. The other one will not give me any repeated subproblems, and I want at least some. Like some is better than no, none. So if so, let's declare this globally. uh, Not honest person non-stop size. Now, now what do I want is, do I return anything? Yes. Return solve of nothing. Uh, I think that's it. Uh, if so, I store a count. I also store a vector int called. What do we call this vector int? Uh, mm, busted vector boolean of busted. So BURSTD is equals to vector bool of size n. Um, everything should be zero first because nothing is no balloon is busted at first. No balloon is busted at first. And count. Now at start count should be busted. It stores number of busted balloons. Okay. And I also need some way to end this operation because I don't want to go infinitely many times just saying no. If I do that, that will be a problem. So do I store our rounds? Do I store our rounds? Let's say because this array should be over in n rounds, and if round is equals to n, at that point I should give an answer of 0, I think. Because if it goes for, let's say, 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, at that point, there's no point. So once it will go for 4 rounds, and then when it comes to this, it will already have that memoized solution here of going to 4 rounds, I think. So I can memorize rounds. I can memorize rounds, I think. Can I? Do I want the maximum answer from every round? Is it the maximum thing? Let's just 15. Uh, this one is the bigger. Mm. Will getting the maximum from for every round give me the answer? I think so. Should I do this greedily? Let's say it was, what's the second largest number here? One, five, eight. Eight is the second. Okay, so let's say this was two and this was two. Okay. 2128. What would should be the 2128? Okay, so if I had to do it very naively, what would I do is I will burst two in this round. In this round, I'll burst two and try to get the answer. Okay, from the next rounds. I'll try to bust one and try to get the answer. I'll try to guess bust two and get the answer. I will try to bust eight and get the answer for that. Okay, so I can remove this case from here. This is a problem because every round I have to bust at least one. Okay, so let's say I decide to burst three here and get the answer for this. Burst one here, get the answer for this. Burst five here, get the answer for that. Burst eight here and get the answer for that. This will be round two. Now I'll get in round one, I'll get the max of all these. In round two, I'll get max of the children of these, this, this, and this. And then somewhere down the line, when round is equal to, okay, when round is equal to n, that's when it stops. So round zero, round one, and that's how it goes. And then when round is equals to n, I have both cases, I think. I have a base case and round if equals to n, return zero. Cool. And for int and for all these, I'll have to pass a separate bursted. Okay. So round zero, comma. So bursted will not be here because this will be bursted, comma. So round is equals to n. Then I at that point I so for the first round, for int I equals to zero, int answer is equals to zero, let's say. I smaller than n, I plus plus. I'll just solve of answer is equals to max of solve of mm, round plus one, comma. Do I do backtracking or just I pass? Yeah, I do a little backtracking of I is equals to one instead of I is equals to zero, and I pass busted. So I think this should work. Int solve Now call to max. Sorry, answer comma. Answer UNT, but I don't need count, I think right now. Now I have this. This is not the correct answer because I'll also have to create know what to add here. Okay, so like int add I comma j. Okay, I is equals to uh, x comma y. X is equals to I, y is equals to I. So both of them are at this place. So while x greater than equals to 0, and then instead of I is equals to 1, x minus minus. So I find the left number using this. Ah, so let's say I burst 1. After this, and 3 is not bursted. So after this, x will start from 1. Now x is greater than 0 and bursted of x is equals to 1. So x minus minus, so x will come to here. Now this will not be the case. So and left, so just let's just and x is equals to minus 1. If x is equals to minus 1, then left will be 1. Else left will be nums of x. I think it was nums, yes. Now let's find the right multiplication number. So while y smaller than n, y y plus plus right y is equals to n, then 1 nums of y. So plus x into y into nums of I. That should work. 256. Hmm. Uh, I This seems to be right for me right now. Let's try to debug and see where we are having an issue. So left will become 1, which is what I want. Right will become 5. Sorry, right will also become 1, which is not what I want. And it goes in. Uh, Whatever the answer, I want this to be added in both, I guess. 1 minute. Yeah. So these X and Y's are very related to left and right. Oh, sorry. This should be left, right. 60, 10. Okay. So what will left become 1 and right will become 1? Now 1, if of I, cool. I think we have got this. I think will need to optimize it. I think we can memorize it by rounds. So get the answer for all the rounds and then do that. So let's try to do that. Uh, comma memo. Okay, and memo is equals to vector int of vector int of n size comma minus one. If memo of round, do I have rounds repeating? I don't actually have rounds repeating, but this is of no use. Let's try to submit it. Let's see what do we get. Because I don't have rounds repeating. TLE, TLE. I knew I would get TLE. Huh. On 23, case number 23. It's not that big also. Not that big. How would I solve this? In round one, this is what I have done. In round one, I choose all of them one by one and get the answer. And in round two, I do the same. In round three, I do the same. So I try to get the answer. Is there something that I can think of? This is a very straightforward answer, solution according to the question. But how do I optimize it? Uh, I want to work in a FAANG company because I used to run. See, in COVID, I did like I used to do a lot of good work in COVID. I used to find a lot of good work in COVID. Um, and I wanted to make a company for myself, and I did. I did run like a company, but it's a very grind hustle culture if you do that. Um, right now, I am at the point where FAANG companies, I was earning more than a FAANG person would do. Like around 4 months ago, I was earning, but it led to me burning out and not even liking what I was doing. And I just want that experience once. I guess I want that experience to work in a FAANG corporate company. So I don't want to compromise on my finances. I was earning a lot, and FAANG pays like all slightly lower. Like there's a slight difference of let's say uh, around 10-15%. There would be a difference on to what I was earning 4 months ago, which I left because I I was at the point where I was just working like 16 hours a day, and I was like very I had no time for myself, and I had no time to spend around my with my friends. I had nothing. So that's why when I decided, okay, no, I'm done with my business. I'm done with all that. I want to just get a stable job at like a big MNC, and I would like to have that life. I would like to experience that once. Uh, so that's the reason why I want to do this. Plus, I have got the opportunity. Why would I not use it? So obviously, that's also the second reason. I'm a VIT graduate. So yeah, and you can check out my LinkedIn, the bio. You can check out my GitHub in the bio. I have good work there. Um, back. I know, fit my answer. You would think that right now I'm also coding like 16 hours, like 12 hours a day. Then what's the difference? Right now I'm coding for free, and then at least I was earning. But this, I think once I get into a proper 9 to 5 schedule, I think it will be much better for me. Like it just aligns with my what I want currently in my life. So that's the only reason. Yeah, I do have like a few interviews in the pipeline, and that's why I'm studying. Uh, I will not just like randomly do anything. I always do things with a purpose, and this is the purpose of doing this. Uh, I stream it because, again, if I am just studying it and I need to practice speaking while coding, I need to practice. explaining my code. Why would I not stream it? And build this channel, do the interview preparation also, and everything at once. So this is just a smart way to do it. Right now, currently, I have like this roles that I'm doing is in India. I have worked for multiple US-based MNCs in the past. So I have also worked for German companies. I've also worked for UK-based clients. So I used to run a software IT services company. Uh, I would still run, but right now I am not able to find clients. The market is very saturated for web development, and I don't even have that energy to go and find clients. Uh, but yeah, I was working for US based clients, and I'm open to it. Like US based contract work, I'm open to it. But yeah. How do I optimize it? And I don't see any way to optimize it right now. I actually don't see any way to optimize it. There is no repeating problem that I see right now in this. What is a repeating problem? Like I'm doing backtracking. Backtracking generally does not have any repeating. Uh, but there is no repeating subproblem. Yeah. There's round one, there's round two, there's round three, there's round four, round N, and then nothing. Even let's say if I if I have make a see the busted also. So in that case also, like if I burst five first and then one, and or if I burst one first and then five, in both cases I'll get different answers. So if I burst five first, I'll get 8 into 5 40. If I fo- and then the next round I burst one, I'll get 3 into 8. So 40 plus 24. So 64. But if I choose bursting uh, one first, I'll get 5 plus 40 into 3. So 120, 125. So very different answers for the same number. So how would I find repeating subproblems into this? That is the main question. Oh, nice. Good for you. I, but dad had money. Uh, nice. Um, Tell me what you are prepping. What are you doing? How are you prepping? And if there are opportunities that you can hook me up in Canada, I would be happy to shift. Uh, by the way, where are you studying in Canada? Are you studying in Toronto? I think there's the Toronto University, Montreal University. Uh, Yup. Is this you? Oh, I thought you were Indian. From where are you? You work at a bank. Okay. As a software developer. Uh, Hamo, Hamo Nodu, I think. Uh, if you are Indian, like, I think that would be. I think you are mostly from the south. Uh, it seems like that. I'm not sure. Um, Andhra, yeah. I have a few Andhra friends from uh, like VIT and also from Bangalore, where I stay right now. Gunpowder, biryani. If you can hook me up uh, to a job in Canada, I'll be very happy. Hello. I don't think we should chat right now because I should study. I should find a way to reduce the time complexity of this. Is there anything that I can do? Can I store the multiplication of numbers, let's say? Will that help? If I store the multiplication of, let's say, pre-calculate the multiplications, does that help? It does not actually, because if 5 is gone, that does not make my case. What if, so what is the multiplication? 1, 3, 3, 15, and wa- 15, 120. 1, 3, 3, 15, 120. Now, yeah, I'll just end up dividing. I'll have to still go and find the. So instead of busted, can I reduce this to two values? Let's say I can try that. So I'm at 1. So I can instead of busted, I can do previous non-busted. So that will be 3. So for 3, it will be previous non-busted will be 0. For 1, if 3 was already busted, then previous non-busted would be 1. If I bust 3 and the previous non-busted is a position that is just before it, I can send it to this. So this will become previous non-buster, and so I can try to figure that out, I think, somehow like that. But I'm not very sure about this. And plus, how much time will it save? It'll save me some amount, like I'm you look at my submission. Clearly, I'm getting in this only. So if this is the number, but that for which I'm checking. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 11. Let's say 11. It's just 11 into some number. So not a very big deal when you come with orders or magnitudes of n's. What is the time complexity of this, let's say? So n round will go n times. This goes n times. Inside this, this goes n square. Can I know the time complexity of this? I'm not very sure. Yes. It means, yes, I understand. COVID, but I'll send you my resume. If you can pass on that, it would really help me out. How do I do this? Round is equals to n, return 0. I think it should be n square only. Let's see. Or n raised to n. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then this would give me 4. 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 Let's say I have only 2. Okay. This gives me 2. This gives me 2. Does this give me 2? No, it gives me 1. 1, 1, and 1, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not exactly n raised to n because, but every round we decrease 1. So f of n is equals to n into f of n. Yeah, I think. How is this? How does this work? How does this work? How does this time complexity come out to be? Let's try. Where was I? Want to calculate the time crossing. 1, 1. So 1 will give rise to 4. Then 4, all of them will give rise to 3, 3, 3, and 3. And it will give rise to 2, 2, 2, 2. And then it will give rise to 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's why I think the answer should be n square. Okay. So it's n square. The time complexity is n square. So 100 square, 100 square. Does not seem right. Let's just see the solution. I think it's not a long time. Now says empty return 0. Doing it in Python. So they seem to be okay. They seem to be memorizing this, which does make sense now. Which does make sense. Okay, they seem to be memorizing this. Ah, this to be the key. Vector to okay, this does make sense. I can do this. I can memorize like this. Map string comma and p string comma int and p string key. Does this give me TLE? Because of the key. Yes. Why did this come here? And yeah. Uh, I want it to be here. Yep. TLE, but less TLE than before. So that's good, I think. So busted, I can already take it as a string, I think. So instead of converting it into a string, let's take busted as a string. Buster of size n, comma 0. Can I do this? Okay, cool. This works. String. Don't need to do this. Buster. This reduces n operations every time. Does not work. Because of this, let's find everywhere where there is burst here. Seems right. Let's try to run it. Accepted. And it should be faster than 31 at least. I'm hoping 40, but it went to 32. Ah, okay, this is one optimization that I saw from here. They are just removing that element from the array. Can I do that? Should I do that? Just remove the element and create a new array. And that will also take an operations internally. Do this now. Okay, this is also time top down. Okay. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So here, Can we do that? Let's say I bust this. Can I find the answer of 3 and 5, 8? Not that. So 5, 8 will give me what will be the answer for 5, 8? Will be 5 into 8, 40, 48, and plus 3. Ah, that does not seem right. Exactly. I don't understand this optimization. Okay, okay, I understand it somewhat. Yeah, thumbs up. I don't understand this. How is this gain calculated? I don't get this. Till this, I understand. Yes, both are. Cool, yes, get that. When we bust the rightmost balloon, we win. I have to watch a video on that. Yes. I don't get it. I will have to watch a video on this. Oh, okay. This is heavy logic, but it is logic. That is correct. And cool. I think I understand this. I'll write this on my own. Right now, I want to take a rest. I'll end this stream because I want to go somewhere.